Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is super fun. This is one of my favorite topics ever, is manifestation. So we're going to talk about the two most powerful manifestation techniques in my opinion. These are things that I personally have done that have been the most powerful for me whenever I do them. So we're going to get into those two different things, what they are, how to do them, how you can do them, and change your life forever as well. So super stoked about this video. If you guys are interested, then just keep on watching. Without further ado, let's hop right into it, starting now. All right, so the first one I want to talk about is manifesting during two specific points of the day. And the reason why I want to do this is your brain actually goes into different states during the day. And there's these 2 points in the day where your brain is at a specific state where you can completely change your reality so quickly, better than any other time of day. And these 2 times a day are right when you wake up and right before you go to bed. And the reason why you want to do this is because you're in a slower brainwave state, and this taps into your subconscious mind a little bit more. The subconscious mind is actually what creates the reality that's in front of you that you live every single day. And the reason why this is, it deals with patterns, it deals with your belief structures, and we know that your belief structures create your outer reality that's in front of you. And so your conscious mind thinks all the different thoughts, trains the subconscious to think in a certain way, and then those patterns and ingrained beliefs in your mind then create the outer experience that you then have. So when you are trying to manifest something new or trying to change your life, the reason why you want to do it during right before bed and right when you wake up, your brain is in more of a theta to delta state. When you're sleeping, this is the delta state. Right before sleep or right before waking up, you're in a more of a theta state. And then when you're awake, you're in either alpha or beta. Alpha or beta don't really tap into the subconscious mind. Alpha gets a little bit closer to it, but theta and delta is where you actually start to get into the subconscious mind. And so the things that you think about during this time start to actually reprogram and sink into your subconscious mind a lot deeper than it would if you were in beta or alpha state, which is during your awakened state. And so right before you go to bed, if you start to imagine the life that you want and really start to picture it before falling asleep, and you really raise your emotions to actually feeling this new life, or you like meditate before going to bed or meditate when you wake up, and meditate for manifesting, and you imagine this life and you imagine really living it very vividly, you actually start to retrain your subconscious mind to believe that it's something that's real. Because one author that I'm absolutely so fascinated by is Dr. Joe Dispenza. You guys might have heard me talk about him quite a bit, but he does a lot of brain studies. He's a neuroscientist, and he talks about the fact that our brain is a really funny thing, because when you think about something and you think about it so much and you imagine yourself doing it, your brain actually doesn't know the difference between you actually doing it or just thinking about and imagining it. When you have the elevated emotions during a thought process, your brain can't tell the difference whether it's actually happening or not. So when you actually think about this, you start to retrain your subconscious mind to think that you're actually living this new life already. This creates kind of like an energetic vortex, because of course you're not actually living this life. It is in your imagination, but the fact that you're thinking about it and it's almost creating the vibrations that it's real towards you, you start to magnet that towards you really quickly and really fast, because it's basically creating this like lack of space in your energetic field where that exact vibration has to come and fill that, and only that exact vibration that matches the one that you're thinking of and creating that lack of space of has to come and fill that space. So whatever you're thinking about, that experience then gets drawn towards you. And so I've used this manifestation technique personally. I love meditating right before going to sleep, and also when waking up, and trying to imagine and live in that perfect experience of my life. This is where I set intentions about my day. I imagine how I want my day to go, and it actually goes that way. And I notice that I get stuff done. I'm in a much happier state when I do this. My life becomes so much better. Though I do notice that when I forget to do this, or when I don't have time to do this, or I don't make time, my day is a lot different. It's kind of like left to the unpredictability, because if we know in quantum physics, if you don't actually set any intention, there's endless possibilities in front of you. But right when you set that intention and you make it known what you're going to do, and you have that trajectory, you then start to create that in front of you. You start to pull all the atoms and everything in the universe to align to exactly where you're wanting to go. So if you guys want to change your life immediately, whether you want your day to change, or whether you want your month or life or huge things to change, this is one of those that you can work even for the small things, the big things, everything in between, and you notice immediate change with this one. When you meditate in the morning and you set an intention for your day and you imagine how your day is going to go and you really feel it and bring and draw that energy towards you, your day will start to immediately change and reflect this new energy. So this is an immediate way to manifest different things, an immediate way to cause change in your life, and also a lasting change as well. If you continue to do this, you can do it for big goals, you can do it for long-term goals, you can do it just for your day in the morning, you can do it for everything under the sun. So I really, really love this manifestation technique. Also, when you do it right before going to sleep, the fact that you're about to go to sleep and go into those deeper theta and delta wave states, the fact that you're doing it right before then, you're setting and ingraining that thought into your mind, and it really starts to implement. So it's really important to do this on both of those different times of day. In the morning for the current part of your day, and at night for those long-term things that you really want to sink in there. The next technique that I want to talk about, and this is one that I find is so important, is actually becoming the energy of what you want. So for example, if you're wanting something in your life, you're wanting that perfect job or you're wanting that relationship because it's going to make you feel a certain way, if you don't currently feel that way, you can't draw that experience towards you. And so one of the next most powerful manifestation techniques, and this one has worked for me so well, this is one of the first ones that I noticed to cause really big things to happen in my life, was becoming the energy of what I was wanting to attract. Because I always thought if I had a certain career and I had a successful career that I was proud of, that I would feel more confident in myself when people asked me about my life or anything like that. And I didn't realize that I had to feel that way first beforehand in order to actually draw that towards me. Because what comes first, the thought and the energy or the outer experience? There's a really interesting thing that I've noticed in my personal life is that whenever I've manifested something, the time that I actually get something and people ask me, oh my gosh, how does that feel? Do you feel any different? That must be so different for you. And I would actually be like, well, no, I don't notice a huge difference. And lots of people have this like phenomenon where you, for example, you have like a birthday and you change this new age and you don't actually feel any different, or you get that new car, you get that new job, and yes, it's exciting at first, but then after a little while you're like, wait, but do I feel any different? Is my life any different? Did it really change? It's like, yeah, your life changed because now you're, doing a different thing in your day, or you own a different item, but there's no actual like major shift at that point. And it's because you had to shift beforehand in order to get the thing that you currently got. And that's why when you get it, there's not such a major like, oh my God, my life is completely different. And sure, you get that at first, but in like the grand scheme of things, when you really look at it, most people, or at least everyone that I know of, when they get that thing, it's like, well, yeah, I got it, but life still feels fine. And this is where a lot of people say that, oh, you're taking it for granted or whatever. You're not, but your energy is already that equal vibration towards that thing, and that's why you attained it. So first thing that you need to do in order to attract anything, whether it's love, career, money, anything, travel, this, that, whatever, confidence, anything, you need to feel that way before it can come to you. Because a lot of us are like, oh, I want love, I want to feel love. You have to feel that love inside of you before you can attract somebody into your life that's going to give you that same love. You have to feel that love brewing inside of you. You need to feel happy in your day-to-day life in order to attract somebody that's also going to reflect that back to you, because relationships are only a reflection of ourselves. And so if you fully love yourself, you will have a very beautiful, healthy relationship in front of you. If you don't fully love yourself, you're going to notice the reflection of that in the other person back to you, and it's going to cause like tension, it's going to cause other things in there. And the same thing goes for career or anything. If you are wanting to attract a certain career to make you feel successful, you need to feel successful before you can attract that career to you, because you are becoming a certain frequency, and you can only attract it to you once you are of that equal frequency. Anytime something is on a pedestal, you will never attain it because it's above you. The fact that it's above you says that I currently don't have this, and you create like almost like a distance between you and that goal that you want. And we don't want a distance, we want that thing, but the only way to get that thing is to feel that energy already, make yourself equal to that of what you're wanting. So if you're wanting that career, feel successful already. If you're wanting that money, feel abundance and wealth already, even if you don't currently have it. Just start to appreciate the things that you do have. And even if you don't have certain things, then it's like impossible to feel wealth while being broke. This is about then focusing on all the other good things in your life to feel abundance in other areas, because when you feel abundant in other areas of your life, that will trickle down to your money and to all the other areas of your life that are currently lacking. And so there is things in your life that you can feel abundant about. Maybe you feel abundant about the friends that you have, even if it's just one. Maybe it's abundant friendship, or the family that you have, or maybe you have a pet that makes you feel abundant. Focus on the things that make you feel abundance, and it will literally trickle down to every other area of your life to make you feel abundant in every other aspect of your life. And this is one that I personally did for myself, because for me, I always felt like I needed to be successful in some type of way. Otherwise, I would have social anxiety in front of people when they asked me about, what are your accomplishments in life? And even though I had some accomplishments, it was just, I don't know, I always felt socially not confident because I wasn't where I wanted to be, if that makes sense. I wasn't where I wanted to be in life. And so I would have this unconfidence. But then I noticed that the only way to attract and bring in what I want is to feel that confidence already, even though I don't have that. Feel confidence about who I am in the now, and then I'll attract situations to me that then affirm that confidence. And right when I switched that and I started to become confident and I started to not care what other people thought, and I just felt fulfilled inside of me already, everything that I had desired in life started coming to me. There was a time that I wanted to be a YouTuber and be able to work from home. A big thing for me wasn't even necessarily about YouTube, but I really wanted to be able to work from home because, again, I am somebody who did have a lot of social anxiety growing up, and so I really wanted to be able to work from home. And I never found a way to do it. It just wouldn't come to me. But right when I started feeling abundant already and I started bringing in that confidence towards me, even though I didn't have anything to talk about at the time, I had technically nothing to make myself confident in those areas of being successful or anything like that, I decided to feel that way regardless, and I decided to walk with that pride, and I decided to almost become the energy of what I wanted so badly. And I was like, you know what, I'm just going to almost pretend as if it's already happened and allow that to bring in the confidence for me. And even though I didn't pretend like I already had all these successes, I never lied about anything. But the thing is, I brought in that energy to feel what it would feel like as if it had already occurred for me. And right when I started to feel that, I felt more confident in every aspect of my life, and it actually brought those situations towards me, and I let go of the outcome. I let go of the desire and the need for those things because I had already brought in that fulfillment for me, and then all the experiences that resonated with that fulfillment then came into my life. And that's how it really works. So if you're wanting to attract something, whether it's love, career, anything, start to feel the emotions as if you already have that. Start to feel fulfilled in all these areas as if you've already attained this. And I promise you, this will bring those experiences to you really quick, really fast. It'll be amazing, guys. This is one of the fastest ways that I've attracted things, is by feeling like it's already happened. And I would feel the shift in my body about what it would feel like as if I had already attracted those things. And I made myself feel that way. And right when I did, all of a sudden they started pouring into my life. They started coming faster than I could even imagine. And so this is my top 2 manifestation techniques, the biggest 2 that I have. These are the ones that work for me in the most powerful ways. They are amazing. They have completely changed my life. So I really wanted to give you guys some details on that. If you guys have any more questions about that, please leave them down below. If you guys have any more video suggestions that you want to see about manifestation, also leave that down below. Love you guys so much. I'm sending you so much love, and I'll see you guys in my next video.